Hi everyone, today I'm going to show you how to make a perfectly cooked oven finished seared beef steak using the Maillard reaction. So let's get started. Here is what you will need: 2 beef steaks, about 1 inch thick. You will also need 1 teaspoon of salt, half a teaspoon of black pepper, and optionally some garlic powder, rosemary or thyme for extra flavor. For tools, we're using a cast iron pan, meat thermometer, and of course our oven preheated to 400 degrees Fahrenheit or 205 Celsius. So first we need to prepare the beef, which I already did. So what I did, I patted my steak very dry with paper towels. This is super important because a dry surface gives you the best browning when searing. And this is what we call the Maillard reaction. Then I seasoned generously with salt and pepper on both sides. As I mentioned, if you like, you can add some garlic powder, which I did, by the way, some rosemary and thyme. I did not add them. So then I let the steak sit at room temperature for 10 to 15 minutes because it helps it cook evenly. So the next step, make sure your oven is preheated to 400 degrees Fahrenheit, as I said, or 205 degrees Celsius. This will finish cooking the steak perfectly after searing. So now for the sear, I heated my pan on high. Now I'm going to place the steak in the pan, and I will not be moving it for 2 to 3 minutes so a golden crust can form. So this is where Maillard reaction happens, giving the steak that deep brown color and amazing flavor, of course. So let's do that. Let's check the other side. Yeah, it's perfectly ready to continue cooking it on indirect. I'm going to carefully transfer the steak pieces to an oven rack and place them in the preheated oven to about 5 minutes. It depends on the thickness of the steak and desired doneness, of course. So now I'm going to leave in the oven for about 5 minutes. So I'm removing the steaks from the oven. Now to ensure perfect doneness, I'm going to use a meat thermometer. I'm going to insert it into the side of the steak, to the thickest side of the steak. So as we learned, so rare is 125 degrees Fahrenheit, medium rare 135, medium is 145, and medium well is 155, and well done is 160. So if it hasn't reached my target, I need to leave it in for another minute or 2. Okay, so first I clean the thermometer with warm soapy water. So as you can see, I inserted it into the thickest part of the meat. You need to make sure not to touch the bone or the fat, because touching the bone can give a wrong reading. So I'm gonna leave this until it stops. I think it's enough. So I have 140.7 degrees. Okay, I can remove it now. And 140, which is medium done, which is good enough to eat, good and safe enough to eat.